right, everyone. So it's Friday night. I'm getting ready to go out. This is the look. I'm feeling cunt. But before I go out, I've got to pregame. And the only way I pregame is with an ice cold Bud Light. So good. Happy Friday.
What's up and welcome to My Point of View. I am your fat and opinionated host, and Bud Light just continues to be humiliated every single day, day in and day out. Their sales numbers continue to just plunge into the ground. Every day more people are catching on to what's going on. More people are coming in on the joke that is Bud Light. You see, some people at this point, they don't even know how this started. They just see the memes, they see videos, they see people making fun of Bud Light. They see the Bud Light vendors at the stadiums. The lines are completely empty, and some of them are scratching their head like, what's going on? And they're just falling in with it as well. And they're learning more and more about the situation every day. And it's gotten so bad that it's now to the point that even ex-executives of Anheuser Busch are now speaking out. And I mean, these people used to hold high positions at Anheuser Busch. These people are the experts. And they're claiming that this backlash isn't going to go away. And that all signs point towards the fact that this is a solid boycott for various reasons. For one, we have people engaged in this boycott. We're talking about it every day. People are making videos. It's part of pop culture now. You know, everyone knows about the joke. For two, there's so many alternatives out there. Anyone could just pick up a different beer. No one was really buying Bud Light because they were loyal to Bud Light. They would drink another beer in a heartbeat. People drank Bud Light because it was one of the most well-advertised beers out there. And now, it is the worst. But let's go ahead and dive into this article. Former Anheuser-Busch executive says Bud Light backlash is not going away. A former executive is warning that the Bud Light backlash is not going away anytime soon after the beer brand reported another drop in sales for the 5th week in a row. Consumers feel like they're having an impact, and every single week these sales numbers are being reported, and they're getting worse and worse every single week. So I see this continuing to drag on until Bud Light makes a comment about what they stand for and what customers they're going to serve moving forward. With Bud Light, all of this stuff they've been doing, that was never part of the brand or part of the message. And I think that's what's gotten people so upset here. And that's why I think this boycott is going to go on a lot longer than people give it credit for. There's two reasons that boycotts tend to be successful. The first is when it's easy for consumers to switch to other brands. And it's secondarily when people feel like they're having an impact. And in this, Bud Light, it's not that very much different than Coors Light or Miller Lite. It's water, it's barley, it's hops. What sets it apart is the messaging. And so it's easy for consumers to switch the grocery store, the convenience store, and consumers feel like they're having an impact. What does Bud Light stand for? Bud Light was a brand that was never about politics. This was always a brand that brought people together. It was about football. It was about sports. It was about music. It never got involved in political situations. That's why it was enjoyed by both Republicans and Democrats equally. And that was what made the brand actually remarkable, is that it was remarkably unpolitical. And this is just a political situation they should not have gotten themselves into. One thing that they haven't done is say they made a mistake with this campaign and to be clear about who they're going to serve moving forward. Is it going to be their shareholders and their customers who want them to just create a Bud Light that's apolitical? Or are they going to be serving their stakeholders? These are the people that want BlackRock, State Street, Vanguard, who are asking them to serve political organizations' activists. I think until they're clear and they make it clear that they want to serve their customers moving forward, unfortunately, I don't see this boycott going away. So I agree with a lot of what he had to say there. I do have pushback on one part. My pushback would be that this is not necessarily a political conversation. I know that everyone frames it that way, and I know that some people view it that way, and I don't necessarily blame people for that. But we have to move away from viewing this type of situation as political. The debate about whether kids should be exposed to a bunch of sexual things at an early age in school and stuff like that, that's not or should not be a political argument. It shouldn't be an argument at all, but since it's an argument, this is something that's going on socially, not politically. Although one political party seems to defend it. When we're talking about kids having operations, body parts chopped off and stuff like that, I don't view that as political. It shouldn't be a political debate. That's how they draw in people to support it. A lot of people are supporting all of this nonsense, not because they really support it, but because they support a certain political party. So therefore they feel the need to support these crazy, whacked out talking points. You know, the trans debate, it should not be something that's political. It's been made political. It's been weaponized into a political talking point, but it's really a social problem. It's something that we should handle as a society socially. And you know, I don't necessarily feel like Bud Light needs to make a statement letting us know who they're going to serve moving forward. I'm not asking any company to directly serve me in my points of views. You know what I mean? Like, if Bud Light came out tomorrow, it's like, we're only going to serve people who are against the agenda being pushed. I don't need that. I don't think most people want these products being political, even if it's on their political side. You know what I mean? I just want to drink beer. I don't want to have conversations about Dylan Mulvaney while drinking beer. You know, or if it's a pack of gum, I want to chew on some freaking gum without having to worry about the social constructs of transgenderism and all of this other nonsense. Can I chew some freaking gum? Can we do anything in this world, in this country right now, where we can leave politics out of it for a moment? So as far as Bud Light goes, the backlash is not going to stop. Like he said, people know that it's effective. People know it's working. We have eyes, we can see. So people knowing that it's working, it's making people go even harder. And I hope that other companies are paying attention, because this is just going to inspire more movements like this. Bud Light will not be the last company to experience what it's experiencing now. Let me know your thoughts about this, though, down in the comments below. While you're down there, hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. And as always, remain opinionated.